Hello and happy March, and welcome to another one of these video reviews. We covered Chapter 11, which is Product Concepts, Branding, and Packaging. The slides are made in part by Riley, Morgan, Elsa, Izzy, and Corinne. My name is Sam, and I'll be your little tour guide today as I take you through Chapter 11. Now, starting off, we're just going to answer, what is a product? Well, a product is a good, service, or idea that can be exchanged. The product could be tangible, such as a good, or intangible, like a service. Products tend to fall into two categories, and those two categories would be consumer goods and business products. Product classifications are important because they can influence pricing, distribution, or promotion. Diving a little bit deeper into those two categories, we'll start with consumer products, which are products bought to satisfy personal needs, like coffee, your everyday, your Starbucks, your Dunkin', your Big B if you're from downstate. And then your pain relievers like Aleve, and is that even a pain reliever? Ibuprofen, Tylenol. And then your soft drinks, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Dr. Pepper, whatever your favorite is, it falls under here. Then you have your business products as well, which are products bought to be used in business operations in which the business will resell or use it to make other products. An example of that would be computers, jewelry, raw materials, or even phones. Moving on, we have the product line and market mix. Now, product line is a group of closely related products that are considered a unit that are all sold by the same company. And then product mix is the total group of products that an organization makes available to their customers. Following is an important slide here. That would be the product life cycle. Now, there are 4 different stages in the product life cycle: intro, growth, maturity, and decline. For intro, no competition is seen due to demand still being created. But do not worry, however, initial sales will be low, with product price being low or high. Now you get everybody's favorite, the growth. Sales will rise rapidly with profits peaking. This stage is critical for survival of product, with competitive reactions starting to arise. Then you have another important stage here, that would be maturity, which is when sales will peak, and level off or decline, being the peak of the popularity cycle. Basically it is the peak of the product's popularity cycle. And then you have the dreaded decline, which is when sales are falling rapidly, with marketers considering the elimination of the product from the market. Moving on up, we have the 5 stages of product adoption: awareness, interest, evaluation, trial, and adoption. Starting off, you have your awareness. The buyer becomes aware of your product. Maybe they see it in a store or an ad online. And then you have interest, which is the buyer seeking information on the product. This is maybe when they'd go to your website and learn about your company's history or learn what's in your certain product. Then you have evaluation, where the buyers consider the product and then they consider the values from other competitors. They'll ponder, is this the right product for me? Do I want to go with a different brand, etc., And then you have your trial, which is where the buyer examines, they'll test it, or just flat out try the product. And then finally, you have adoption, which is where the buyer purchases products with intent to use it again. This is good because you can have them as a repeat customer then. Moving on up, I'm going to start talking about branding now. Now, branding benefits from both the seller and the buyer. Some benefits of branding towards the seller would be brand loyalty, and it makes it easier to drop new products. And some benefits of branding towards the buyer: it would improve the buying decision process and recognize specific products that meet quality standards. Now we have the branding equity. Now, branding equity is the marketing and financial value associated with the brand strength in a market. And then you have your 4 major elements of branding equity, those being brand name awareness, perceived brand quality, brand association, and brand loyalty. And then there are the 3 degrees of brand loyalty. First up is brand recognition, which is the degree of brand loyalty in which a customer is aware that a brand exists and views the brand as an alternative purchase if the preferred brand is unavailable. Following that, you have brand preference, which is the degree of brand loyalty in which a customer prefers one brand over competitive offerings. And then finally, you have the brand insistence, which is the degree of a brand loyalty in which a customer strongly prefers a specific product and will accept absolutely no substitute. Great example of that in my personal life would be Taco Bell. If my favorite Taco Bell gets shut down because they violated a health code or something, I don't go to Chipotle. I don't go to Taco Bell. I don't even go to Fiera's. I wait for that Taco Bell to open, and I'm first in line when it comes back after passing health code. Now you have your types of branding. There are three major types of it. First up being the manufacturer branding, which is when a brand initiated by producers to ensure that producers are identified with their products at the point of purchase. Then you have private distributor brand, which is when brands are initiated and owned by a reseller. And then you have your generic brand as well, which is brands indicating only the product category. Now you have your branding strategies. Now, a company may choose either individual or family branding for products. Individual branding is a branding strategy in which each product is given a different name. Then family branding is branding all of a firm's products with the same name or part of the name. A great example of this would be Pepperidge Farms. If you've ever had their bread, it's very good. And if you like their bread, there is a good chance you'll buy a different type of bread with the same company name on it. But now it's very imperative to remember that companies are not limited to just one strategy, they can choose multiple. Now you have the co-branding, which is using two or more products, or two or more brands, on one product. See the picture in the bottom left? It's a Mint Oreo Blizzard, of course, being a combination of the brand Oreo and the fast food restaurant Dairy Queen. Now, I've had a Mint Oreo Blizzard. They are very good. This is a great combination right here of co-branding. Then you have your brand extensions as well, which is when an organization uses one of its existing brands to brand a new product in a different product category. The picture in the top right, Coke Zero, very popular. My mom loves Coke Zero. And if you like regular Coca-Cola, there's a great chance you like Coke Zero as well. And now you have protecting a brand. Now, first and foremost, remember to register your product. And then you brand licensing, which is an agreement whereby a company permits another organization to use its brand on other products for a licensing fee. And don't forget the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office here. If you'd like to know more about patenting, one of my other professors is a patent lawyer as well. So shout out Professor Brum. If you want her email or something, just let me know. Now moving on up, we have packaging. Now packaging can be a vital part of a product by making it more versatile, safer, and easier to use. Packaging characteristics help to shape buyers' impressions of a product at the time of purchase and during use. Now you have your packaging functions. The basic purpose is to protect the product and maintain its functional form. Some packages are also designed to deter shoplifting through the inclusion of anti-theft devices. You probably see those a lot at clothing stores, those little clips that you get on shirts. Packaging can also promote a product by communicating its features, uses, benefits, and image. But also, it's important to remember that packaging should be convenient to use by the consumers, as they should be your number one thought. Now you have your major packaging considerations. Ooh, scary. Cost is first and foremost the biggest factor to take into consideration when talking about packaging. Now, marketers should conduct research to determine exactly how much customers are willing to pay for effective and efficient package designs. Consumers will appreciate the lower carbon footprint option when it comes to packaging. Remember, the promotional role is an important consideration as well, and package designers should consider the size, shape, texture, color, and graphics, as well as functionality. Now you have your packaging and marketing strategies. First, you have altering the package. Now, a package may be redesigned because new product features need to be highlighted or because new packaging material may have become available. Then you have your category consistent packaging, which is when the product is packaged in line with the packaging practices associated with the particular product category. Then you have secondary use packaging, which is when customers view secondary use packaging as adding value to products, and which should increase the unit sales, which is important. If you want to highlight an innovative packaging and do great at that, you need unique capability, a unique design, applicator or other features to make a product distinctive. Don't forget multiple packaging as well. It may increase demand as well as consumer acceptance of the product by encouraging the buyer to try the product several times. And of course, handling improves packaging. Packaging may be changed due to it being easier to handle in the distribution channel. And to close us out, we have labeling and legal issues. Now, labeling is providing identifying promotional or other information on a package. I'll go over a few examples as well. One of them would be garments. They must be labeled with the name of the manufacturer, country of manufacture, fabric content, and cleaning instructions. Now, non-edible items must have labels on them. That would be something like shampoo or laundry detergent. They must include both safety precautions and directions for use. And then the Nutrition Labeling Act of 1990 requires the FDA to review food labeling and packaging for nutrition content, label format, ingredient labeling, food descriptions, and health messages. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching and happy studying, everyone. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Bye, everyone.